Letting go of the titles, detaching from the programming, not only frees you from within, but it also helps you stop suffering. As long as we're attached to anything in reality, but as long as we're attached to titles, we're always in the grips of fear and guilt, because we think and believe that things are supposed to be a certain way, and that is our obligation to be there for certain people because of the titles that they hold in our life. And so what that does is that fear, that guilt weights us down, and we don't see it because it's not visible, right? And so when we free ourselves from the titles and we anchor our reality on us being here as human beings, right? As spiritual beings having an earthly experience where we have chosen these people to be part of our reality, right? Because we were meant to learn lessons from them. And once we are able to, even if we don't know what the lesson is, but we choose to, when we choose to go ahead and let them go for self-preservation or for our well-being, right? Whether we know what the lesson was that we were supposed to learn or not, sometimes the lesson is to walk away. Sometimes that is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to walk away because we don't have control over how other people behave or what they do, or sometimes they're too fragmented that they are only able to be used to be karmic lessons in people's life. And sometimes that could be a parent, that could be a lover, that could be a friend. Nobody's exempt, right? And so sometimes the lesson is to walk away, right? To learn how to walk away, to learn how to preserve yourself. And so with that understanding, right, when we anchor ourselves into the reality, into the identity of I am a spiritual being having an earthly experience, I am soul walking this earthly realm, right? And I'm here to ascend, to learn the lessons, to close karmic cycles, and to free myself, basically, right? We no longer suffer when we detach from these titles, no matter who they are, right? We are free to let them go. We are free to move on. We are free to make better choices for ourselves. And we don't feel regret, remorse, or shame anymore because we know who we are, right? And even if we are not 100% sure at that moment of who we are, we know that we don't want to become like them. That's one of the biggest part too, because usually when things like this happen, when we are in karmic cycles and karmic loops with people and we continue to stay there, it's usually because we love them, because we want them to change for whatever reason, but they don't, because they're not capable of doing that, right? They're just not capable of doing that. So what we have to do at that time is remove ourselves, right? And so when we remove ourselves and we identify the spirits that we're operating through these people and the spirits that we're operating through ourselves, we can freely detach and let go and say, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive myself for staying too long or for, whatever it was that I did. And I forgive myself and I forgive you, and I leave you with love and light, right? And I move on and I pass no judgment onto you, because there were spirits operating through you as well as myself, because we're not exempt, right? And so with that, we free ourselves from the guilt, from the shame, from the remorse. And this could be applied to any situation.